What's up, everyone? Welcome to the cracka crumbs update. I actually got a shipment. Yay! One box. Yay! Kind of hoping for the big shipments, but who knows? Eventually they'll come around, which I'm gonna open that up in a second. A couple things I want to talk about real fast. Quick review on these. I just finished reading these. The Incredible Hulk, number 12. This I actually liked a lot. It was a really cool book. Basically, the Hulk, I gotta get the issue before it. I have to, because I figure out what the hell's going on. Bruce Banner's, the Hulk apparently tried to kill Banner, which is kind of odd because he is Banner. But Bruce Banner basically knew about like this really old prison that is buried in the Antarctic or something like that, like, you know, that people haven't talked about in 60-something years or whatever it is. And he brings himself there and kind of puts himself into the prison. And the Hulk, he turns into the Hulk, and the Hulk is like trying to figure it out, like what he's doing in this prison all of a sudden. And apparently through the issues that, you know, Banner's gone from different areas doing different things or something like that, and collecting certain things. And the Hulk's trying to figure it out, like, you know, what are you trying to do to me, blah blah blah. And this prison is totally automated. It's run by like robots and from like the 60s. That like they say that if you move, we're gonna nail you with mustard gas and stuff like that. So the Hulk basically just sits in his cell and doesn't want to be bothered because he says, you know, I'm not jumping through Banner's hoops. I'm not going to get angry and I'm not going to bust out of here because that's what he wants me to do or something. That's what he thinks. But apparently the government calls Wolverine and the Thing to investigate it because they're like the best there is with the Hulk anyway. And one of the guides was telling him where the stuff the prison was located. And he's like, you know, shouldn't you call more people? And it's funny because Wolverine turns around and says that if you were fighting Doctor Doom, you would get Captain America and Thor. He's like, but when you fight the Hulk, he goes, you get us. And just before they go down there, these robots are like getting pissed because like the Hulk isn't really authorized to be there, and they jab the Hulk in the back of the neck with like this serum or whatever it is, and the Hulk just flips out and starts destroying everything. And Wolverine and the Thing start fighting the Hulk, obviously, and the Hulk. It was a pretty vicious battle. The Hulk grabs the Thing by the face and smashes him into the wall and takes a chunk of his face out, just like kind of like Wolverine did back in the old Fantastic Four issues. But it's just a really awesome battle. And then the Hulk grabs Wolverine's claws and jabs him through his own face with his claws. Very, very cool. It's worth reading. And the other one that I read was The Dark Knight, number 12, with the Scarecrow. A lot of people don't like this issue. Hang on, let's put this down. A lot of people don't like the issue, and they're saying that, you know, it sucks and stuff like that. But lately, the Dark Knight issues are the only ones I've been liking out of the new 52 Batmans. The one with the owl, like the Batman, the owl stuff, was actually pretty good, so those two. But it wasn't bad. Like, it kind of goes through Scarecrow, like how his past and his father mistreated him and all this crap, and he's got Batman, like, tied to a table, and Batman's got to relive his past, and then he kind of turns it around on Scarecrow, and you know, it's interesting. It's an interesting book. It's not one of my favorite of the Dark Knight ones, but it's pretty cool so far. Moving on to another couple things. I was watching King Joe's video. He was talking about his collection and stuff like that, his toy collection, which again is very impressive. And he was saying that he was thinking of opening his own store, you know, stuff like that. If anyone should have their own store, it's this guy. King Joe, man, you definitely should have your own store. You put me to shame. I have nothing compared to the stuff that you have, comics or toy-wise. And even though I'm still trying to open my own store, King Joe, obviously, you know, it's tough. It really is hard because not only is it hard to get the store open, it's hard to keep the store open. And just like you said in your video, like even if you had all your stuff, once you get rid of the good stuff, you have to have some kind of a staying power. Because then if nobody wants your stuff, you're out of business. Very, very hard. So, and it'd be cool, you know, you said you had, you were thinking like if you could, you know, your kids could open a museum with stuff like that, that'd be cool too. They do have one, I think, oh man, I can't remember what it is. I'll look it up again and I'll send a message to you. They do have a superhero museum, and it's got like a lot of old comics, like the museum they just acquired, Amazing Fantasy number 15. I track them on Facebook a lot. It's pretty cool. It's an interesting looking, very, very small, but I guess it's quality over quantity, but it's pretty cool. And moving on to something else is my unboxing. Let's do that. Another thing with King Joe, I'm very sorry about your mom passing away. I know how it feels because my mom, she passed away in '07, and my my fiance always tells me, she's like, you should sell a lot of the, because I have a lot of the toys. They're not. I only have like a few that are in boxes. Mine are mostly all open stuff because I had them when I was a kid, and with mine, it's a lot of my toys that I have opened. My fiance, oh, you should go to have a yard sale and sell them and stuff like that, and you could get your money quicker to open a store and stuff like that. But a lot of the toys that I have, I wouldn't want to sell because my mother, she's the one who got me all the stuff, and she was actually just like you. She was like a driving force, like, you should collect this, and I know you collect this, and I found this when I was on my way home from work, and so she would come home from work at times and bring stuff, like she would even find some comic books and stuff like that on like newsstands, and it was cool. Like it was something, my father didn't really care about it that much. Like especially with the toys, like he always got pissed if I was collecting toys. He's like, at least if you collect the comic books, it's one thing, but you're collecting toys and you're 13 and 14 years old. But so that wasn't. It was kind of did bring a lot of odds and ends between my parents because my mother didn't mind. She liked picking the stuff up, and if she saw something she knew I would like or something that was something that she thought was interesting, she would pick it up and she'd surprise me when I got home from school. She'd be like, "Oh, look what I found! It's a good deal." So a lot of that stuff, which eventually I'll probably definitely show on an episode because I'm going to be packing up my man cave, which I talked about in the other update. When I pack it up, I'm going to show everybody like all the stuff, all the toys that are in there. There's a lot. Nothing like King Joe. Nothing like you, man. You have more than I've ever seen. But I'm going to show it off in a video and when I pack it up and make it all nice and neat. So you see that down the line. And episode 40 is done. I finally fixed it. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's uploading now, but chances are it's probably going to upload after this update. So, but you're still going to get it. Episode 41. I'm doing now. Actually, I'm gonna start finishing, and that's I'm gonna continue the box that I had started with my X Factor. So you're gonna see what's left in that box. I am gonna do a DVD video pretty soon, so you have to wait and see those. All right, this was taped pretty good to the box. Sorry it took so long. So with all that stuff out of the way, talking about the good old times and cool things. I hate when they. I mean, I like when they tape it to the cardboard because it makes it sturdy and doesn't get destroyed. But it also sucks because a lot of times the tape then ruins the damn bag, and then I gotta rebag everything, which is what I'm gonna have to do again. Anyway, this I actually got for $2 and $2 shipping, so $4 altogether, which is a pretty good deal. It is near mint, which you're not going to see it too well because of all the damn tape that's on here. But it's Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #9, which is the first appearance of the White Tiger. Very, very cool. I thought it was an interesting cover, but also I was looking at it and I was watching the new Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, and they have the White Tiger, who's a girl, which is probably I think his daughter or something like that. And I just thought it was interesting as hell, and then I saw this. I'm like, oh man, he exists. It's a guy. Cool. I just thought it was a cool thing, and plus, of course, it fills out my collection nicely. So, very cool. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I have a lot of shipments coming around. It's just they're taking forever. Like the one thing I was telling you, I do have like a pretty big shipment coming. It's well over a month now, and I still haven't seen anything. And I've been contacting this guy like 3 or 4 times, and every time I've shipped it. I don't know what to tell you. It took him like 2 weeks to ship it at first, and then it's a whole big friggin' mess. So I'm getting kind of pissed off. But hopefully that'll show up tomorrow, because now he's telling me he found a better tracking number for it. He's sending me a tracking number, and he says it's in my area, so I should have it tomorrow. Who knows? But I do have a lot of stuff coming around, a lot of cool things that I'd like to show you. So you'll see that eventually. And I hope you like this lovely update. Thought it was interesting. Anyway, like I said, episode 40 should be uploading, so it should be up after this or whenever, but who knows, it'll definitely be up today, so I hope you enjoy that. And thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate all my subscribers, everyone who leaves comments. I love it. Thank you very much. Again, if you like what you see, hit the little like button. If you really love what you see, you can subscribe if you're a new person watching this. And see you guys for the next update and the next episode, whichever comes first. So, have a good one, everyone. See you later.